Hello and welcome inside the Magnetic Messaging Masterclass. I'm Nikki Milne. I'm a PR and marketing educator. I'm also a serial business owner and I help female business owners scale their business. You are joining me here today because you're probably struggling a little bit with converting those followers, the captions, the reels, into inquiries, sales, and followers. Well, after this masterclass, your mind is going to be blown and you will feel so much more confident with the content and messaging you're putting out. So, by the end of today's masterclass, you're going to master these 3 powerful marketing and messaging strategies. Not only do I use these in my own personal Instagram accounts, which regularly go viral and track so many sales and leads daily, I also use these on my PR agency clients. So you can be assured that these strategies absolutely work, and I've made them as simple and easy as possible to understand so that you can just walk away by the end of this today and have a clear concept on how you're going to actually use them in your own business to master messaging. So the first one we're going to dive into is growth versus conversion content strategy. The next is desire versus pain point marketing. And third is Instagram captions. Now, I wouldn't be a complete messaging masterclass if I didn't actually walk you through as well the bonus, which is high converting bio creation. A lot of people get a lot of eyes on their Instagram, but then they're not converting them to followers and they're certainly not converting them to sales. So we're going to fix that with my 5 frameworks I recommend for optimizing your bio to convert to more followers and sales. But without further ado, let's dive into growth content versus conversion content. Now, you may have seen these terms thrown around by marketing experts, but if I'm honest with you, it took me a few years to actually understand the difference between the two and test the content. I found a lot of the ways that were being explained to me, I just couldn't grasp the concept. So I have made this so simple because it's something I really struggled with when I first heard of this strategy. So you're going to take away and have a clear understanding of the difference between growth content and conversion content and how to write it. So, breaking that down, growth content is educational content, the how content that builds your audience, and it's really a vital part of your strategy. The conversion content is persuasive, it's the why and the what content that drives sales. So, growth, I like to think of as the virability one to get eyes on your brand, and the conversion content is the sales content, the thing that actually makes people go, take my money. Now, your content should generally be a mix, and I have experimented and tested this so many times, of 70% growth content and then 30% conversion content. Because we know from marketing, it takes a while to warm people up to actually trust you to buy from you. So that is why it's 70% growth and 30% conversion. Now, this is not always a hard and fast rule. If you're in a campaign launch or you're doing a promotion or you've got an offer that you want to sell or you want a quick cash injection in your business, all of these strategies I teach inside my Hero Signature Program Growth Accelerator, you are going to switch to maybe 70% conversion content and 30% growth content for the duration of that campaign or that offer run. So you can play with the breakdown of the 70 and 30. And I would recommend if you're in promotion mode or selling mode, you're going to swap out to 70% conversion and 30% growth. But just on any given week, we're actually going to try and get more eyes on your brand by focusing more on growth content and then 30% conversion. So let's break it down into simpler terms. Growth content, we're going to do a bit of a deep dive here. So it's the how-based content. It positions you as an expert. It educates and provides immediate value. The person has wins. It shows your process and methodology. It makes those topics that they're struggling to understand simple. It encourages people to like, save, and share. And it focuses on really practical tips and solutions. Usually it's a bit longer format than, say, conversion content, and it often gives step-by-step guides. Hence why it resonates with a wider range of people. Now, the conversion content is really just for your existing followers. We want to get those people that are already following you buying from you. So conversion content's a little bit different. It's the why and what based content. So we're going to focus on the transformation that you provide and the results you get for your clients. We're going to address those deeper motivations. What is going to inspire them to take action and action quickly, like as in today? We're going to create an emotional connection so they feel emotionally connected with you compared to the competitor. We're going to challenge any limiting beliefs they have. We're going to present your unique methodology or solution. And it's a usually much shorter and direct hit because they already know who you are. You've built trust. Now we're converting. And we're always going to include a clear call to action in conversion content because there is a next step. We don't want them just to get to know you. We want them to buy from you, sell up to your programs, book your services, and become a client in the shortest window possible. And you're going to demonstrate a clear understanding of the client's needs. One of the best things of feedback you can get from conversion content is, I felt like you were speaking directly to me. If you've had that feeling when you've watched someone's reel or someone's content and you thought, oh my God, they're speaking directly to me, that is the closest thing you're ever going to see to brilliant conversion content. You want to make that follower feel like they're the only person in the room and you're speaking directly to them. All right, let's dive into some examples here. So the first one, I mainly work with service-based businesses. So these are all examples from my clients in my Growth Accelerator and my mentoring clients. But there is a complimentary workbook with all the examples in it. And I've put various service-based businesses in there. There might even be a few retail. So don't feel like you need to screenshot this and take notes. That workbook will come with this masterclass and you will see all these examples plus many more inside it. So example one, we have a photographer. For an example of growth content, that photographer might create a B-roll reel, and this is the kind of content that they will put on that. Looking for timeless, natural photos that feel authentic. Here's how I make that happen for my clients. Now, the conversion content, which is the why and the what, your photos should do more than just look good. They should tell a story, capture emotions, and create memories. Now, I don't know about you, but I can feel the emotion in that second one. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and I want beautiful memories, and I want photos to look back on forever. The growth content, I'm getting to know you. This is what you can do for clients. Can you feel the difference? I hope you can. Okay, example two, a marketing consultant. So your growth content might look like, need a marketing plan that actually brings in clients? I help business owners simplify their strategies and scale with ease. So it's really direct and it's told someone exactly how you're going to help them as a marketing consultant. Now the conversion content, and you'll notice I take a different tone with it because it's completely a different thing. If your business isn't making consistent sales, it's not because of the algorithm. It's because your marketing strategy isn't working. So I'm saying you can blame it on the algorithm, but here's the truth, it's not. It's because the marketing strategy isn't working. So that's the what isn't working. And it's also the why you need a marketing consultant. So you can see the difference there clearly between growth and conversion content. Now, the next one is an interior designer. So the growth content would be something like struggling to make your space feel put together. I help business owners create beautifully designed homes that match their lifestyle. The conversion content, the why and the what, would be a well-designed space isn't just about style. It improves mood, productivity, and even your home's value. So it's so much more personal and emotive, and it makes you feel like, I want that, the conversion content. Now, generally speaking, people are really good at growth content. It comes naturally to a lot of people. They're really weak in conversion content. Conversion content is where your sales come from. So if you're using Instagram and you're going, I'm not getting any sales, most people that I look at that say that to me, I quickly go into their Instagram and I can identify it's growth content. And there's maybe one or two conversion contents, but majority, they're usually sitting about 90% growth content. And I'm like, you need to use conversion content. And they go, what the hell's that? So if you've said that to me in the past and I'm like, conversion content, they're like, huh? This is why you are inside here, to learn what conversion content is. So this is something you need to focus on and get good at, that conversion content. All right, number 4, mindset or life coach. So your growth content, ready to ready to, there's a lot of S's in that line there. Ready to stop self-sabotaging. I guide ambitious professionals through proven mindset shifts that create lasting success. And then your conversion content. Success isn't about working harder, it's about breaking through that mental block holding you back from the next level. So I hope you are starting to pick up the difference between your growth content and conversion content. Like I said, the workbook has so many more examples in it and also a bit of a framework, so it's easier for you to understand and actually build for yourself. When we look at the success indicators, so growth content, you'll notice you'll get a lot more saves on. You're going to get more people sharing that content. It's definitely going to go more viral, so the reach is much bigger. And it's going to encourage follower growth. What it is designed to do is get on that explore page, show up on people's radar, get people actually looking at your profile, which is why we need that bio conversion happening, which we're going to talk about at the end of this masterclass. But growth content is the brand awareness. It's the virability. It is getting people's eyes on your brand, generally for the first time, and actually warming them up and building trust with them. Now, the conversion content, on the other hand, what we're going to look for here to make sure this is actually converting for you is your new DMs, your story replies, your click-through rates to your website. If you're getting new bookings and inquiries, people are filling out your quote forms or booking discovery calls or booking in for, consultations, complimentary consults, direct inquiries, and obviously client acquisition cost reduction. So if you're someone spending lots on ads to bring people into your business and you start putting a lot more conversion content out and the inquiries are coming in and they're not coming through your ads, they're coming through the change in your content, that is when you know your conversion content is working and you have a sound knowledge of the concept and the methodology behind conversion content. So that is an overview between growth and conversion content. Just a reminder, generally speaking, we put 70% of growth content out to increase virability, get on that explore page and get new people to discover us. And then we do 30% of conversion content, which gets our followers to buy from us. More examples in the workbook, but I'm going to really encourage most of you to master conversion content, because if you've got a sales problem, that is going to fix it for you. So go deep dive in conversion content. You might even say, look, I'm going to do 1 week of conversion content just to get it going and get those inquiries coming in the door. That won't do your Instagram any harm. It's saying, I want to work with the followers I've got and I want to sell to the followers I've got. So if you're really struggling with sales, double down on conversion content for 5 or 6 days and watch those inquiries come in. Now, converting those inquiries is a whole nother masterclass. There is actually one of them inside my Growth Accelerator program. But just get those inquiries in, start using conversion content, and watch your leads transform and flow in. Okay, on to strategy 2, desire marketing versus pain point marketing. Now, this was a huge, big fad in the marketing world. It actually has a lot of base goodness, and that is what I'm going to teach you today. There are 2 types of people that you'll attract, people that attract to pain point marketing and people that attract to desire marketing. And as we move through this, you're going to realize the type of consumer you are. For me, I am totally sold on desire and also visibility. So when someone has a beautiful handbag, beautiful clothes, or they're driving a nice car and live in a nice house, I desire that. That's what triggers me, and that's what encourages me to follow someone and buy from them. Now, I recently taught this class in my Growth Accelerator, and I think, everyone attending, 99% said they were drawn to desire marketing. 1 or 2 said pain point, but the reason I'm going to encourage you as well to focus on desire marketing is because it is a shorter sales process. They're a lot more likely to buy from you and convert into a sale quicker. Pain point marketing is quite a stretched out process to sale. And from my personal experience, pain point marketing attracts a certain type of person and they're not quite ready to take action. And for me, I'm very quick, I'm very speedy. I like to get people moving and push them ahead and keep them accountable. Pain point marketing, when I attract people that are attracted to pain point marketing, they still need a lot of encouragement. They still need a bit of hand holding. They're not quite ready to dive and go all in. And for this reason, I don't use a lot of pain point marketing myself. But Maybe that's you. Maybe you're a life coach. Maybe you're a therapist. Maybe pain point marketing will play a bigger role in your marketing. So let's dive in and look at desire marketing versus pain point marketing. Okay, so here we are. Desire marketing focuses on aspirational outcomes, and it really emphasizes those positive transformations. It highlights what your client wants to achieve and obviously desires. It creates excitement and inspiration, and it uses empowering language. It makes the person watching that content think, I can have that, I can achieve that, which is exactly what they desire. Now, pain point marketing, on the other hand, addresses any current challenges they're currently sitting with. It emphasizes problem solving. It highlights what clients want to avoid. It creates urgency and necessity. It creates urgency and necessity, and uses understanding language. Okay, design marketing is best for luxury services, lifestyle transformation, creative services, personal development, and aspirational purchases. Pain point marketing, on the other hand, is best for problem-solving solutions. So we're thinking bookkeeping, accounting, things like that, technical solutions, professional services, emergency services, and necessary purchases. So you can kind of see where this divides here. But this is not a hard and fast rule. If you're thinking, oh, but I am a problem solving service, don't be afraid to use desire marketing and test it on your platform, because it might just surprise you the results. And again, like I explained, it is about the clients you want to attract. I want to attract people that desire what I have, and I want to show them how to get that. And that is why I personally use a lot of desire marketing. But if I was, say, an accountant or a bookkeeper, I probably would agitate the crap out of them and use pain point marketing. And I'm going to show you an example of that in a minute. Okay, so let's start here with an example for a personal brand photographer. So this might be the hook they use. Your expertise deserves to be seen, not just heard. Now, in the caption, they might hit you with desire marketing as example one. Imagine walking into a room, and before you can even speak, people recognize you as the leader you are. Your brand photos don't just capture your image. They tell the story of the woman in her power, a business built on confidence and credibility. Every frame radiates your authority, your vision, and your impact. Okay, on the other hand, let's look at pain point marketing. Are you still using that outdated headshot from 3 years ago? Feeling unseen in the industry because your visuals don't match your level of success? When your photos no longer tell the story, you're holding yourself back from opportunities waiting for you. It's time for your images to work as hard as you do. Ooh, that one hurts a bit more, doesn't it? That's why it's called pain point marketing. It's really calling someone out that your headshots are outdated. They're not good enough. They're doing you a disservice. Whereas desire marketing is like, do you want to look like you've basically got your shit together? Do you want your brand images to actually be the true essence of you, show you at your best? So you can see the difference there. Desire marketing, pain point marketing. A lot of people use pain point marketing to trigger people, and I get that. But what happens when you trigger people? Like I said, I find they're not ready for the solution just yet. They're like, oh, yes, I know that. And look, let's be honest, some people like sitting in their pain. But desire marketing are like, yes, it's empowering. I'm going to go get it. Yes, that sounds like me. That's exactly what I need. And I find they convert quicker. Okay, example 2, the bookkeeper, like I talked about. Hook, money should give you freedom, not stress. Hallelujah. Desire marketing would be, imagine knowing exactly where your business stands financially. Profit flowing, expenses optimized, money working for you instead of against you. Now that is financial confidence. Pain point marketing, on the other hand, is, are you dreading tax season? Feeling unsure about your cash flow? It keeps you up with the numbers, feeling overwhelming. You don't need to do it alone. Let's bring clarity to your business finances so you can focus on growth. That would hit a lot of people, because I don't know about you, but me personally, hate bookkeeping, hate accounts, really don't want to know a lot about it. I have a team and have done for 20 years now that handle all of that in my businesses. And it just pain point marketing, that dreading tax season. I dread tax season. I dread doing the bookkeeping and having to be involved in it. So that would trigger me to take action and purchase from a bookkeeper. So again, time and place, try both of these methods and see which one resonates with your audience and which one brings in more inquiries. Number 3 is a business strategy. The hook, your business should work for your life, not the other way around. Okay, that's a big pain point for a lot of people. But if we're looking at desire marketing, we're going, imagine a business that fuels your freedom, where systems run smoothly, your team executes your vision, your income flows consistently, you're working smarter, not harder, and the confidence that everything is handled. More impact, more income, and more time for what truly matters. And then on the other hand, we have pain point marketing. Your business is growing, but at what cost? Your laptop has been an extension of your hand. Your quick check ins turn into hours, and boundaries? They barely exist. Scaling shouldn't feel like a suffocation. Pain point marketing. Your business is growing, but at what cost? Your laptop has become an extension of your hand. Your quick check ins turn into hours, and boundaries? Well, they barely exist. Scaling shouldn't feel like suffocation. Let's shift your business into a sustainable profit rhythm without burning yourself out in the process. And that would resonate with so many business owners. But I guess my question to you here is, will they take action to actually do something about it? The next example is a social media manager. Stop trading your genius for endless content creation. And desire marketing might be, imagine waking up to your DMs from dream clients, engagement flowing in, and content that works for you, not the other way around. Your strategy is refined, your messaging is magnetic, and every post strengthens your authority when building relationships that convert. On the other hand, pain point marketing, another Sunday wasted batching content. The algorithm feels like an enemy. Your engagement is unpredictable. And despite all the effort you're putting in, the clients just aren't rolling in. Content should drive conversions, not just likes. Let's turn your social media into a sales machine. Now, let me know which one resonates with you. Like, once we get off this masterclass, send me a DM and go to me, Nikki, I am definitely a desire marketing consumer. I am totally drawn on desire marketing. That is what I buy from. That is what I buy. And if you are a pain point marketer, or into pain point marketing, send me that message too and say, no, I am totally triggered by pain and that makes me hand over my money. You really do have to test this because everyone's clientele is different. Everyone's followers are different. And what you are drawn to might not necessarily be what your consumer is drawn to. So that is why we do a lot of testing here across these strategies to actually work out what works best for your personal account. Now, these pain point and desire marketing examples can absolutely be used on your sales pages. They are not just bound to social media. They can be used in your email marketing. They can be used, obviously, on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, wherever you are marketing your business and your channels. This is where these marketing strategies come into play with magnetic messaging. So let's talk about desire marketing, when to use it. Now, like we mentioned at the start, desire marketing is best for high-end luxury brands, personal development, mindset, transformational businesses, lifestyle-based businesses. So we're talking beauty, hair, wellness, travel, home. And we're trying to emotionally target buyers who are invested on feelings and aspirations. And they're quite often attracted to high tickets. So basically, when you're using desire marketing, you actually find the consumer is prepared to pay a lot more for the solution than they are with pain point marketing, which is another reason I use desire marketing. So that is something to keep in mind when you're using desire marketing. It should be more for those premium higher ticket services, like brand photography packages or monthly retainer packages as a social media manager or interior designer in your spaces. Whereas on the other hand, we want to use pain point marketing here for services that solve urgent or high friction problems, like we're talking bookkeeping, from example, from a business perspective. So business consulting, legal, bookkeeping, tech support, health and fitness, weight loss, chronic pain, fatigue. You'll notice that those industries use a lot of pain point marketing. You want to use pain point marketing when you can guarantee high return in investment quite quickly. This is another thing with pain point marketing. When you are using pain point marketing, you are triggering people that are desperate to get their problem solved. So if you sell to them, just be aware you have to deliver in a very timely manner. Whereas I find when I use desire marketing, people buy into a process and they know it's not an overnight fix. They are prepared to put in the long game to get what they want. So, for example, I use a lot of desire marketing in the marketing positioning of Growth Accelerator, my signature program. And people know coming into Growth Accelerator, they can't just smash that out in a month and have a completely different business. They know the strategies inside are built over 12 months. It is a 12-month program that transforms your business. Now, if I use pain point marketing, people could come in and think, oh, I'll just do this short little course and I'm going to have a multi-million-dollar business. No, there is a reason I use desire marketing for Growth Accelerator, because it's not a quick fix. It is a step-by-step solution that is implemented over 12 months to scale your business so it's got consistent growth for many, many years to come. So that is why I use desire marketing in that. But if you have something that someone can have a quick win on, like they'll buy, something for you that's a solution that they can get a guaranteed return on investment in maybe an hour or a few hours, like let's say a plumber, you have a leaky tap. Well, if a plumber puts out, I can fix your leaky tap in under an hour and charge you $200, that is pain point marketing, and it's the solution, and you can deliver that for home and hose. You're going to sell a lot of those plumbing services. So just be really mindful of where you're using desire marketing, where you're using pain point marketing. And if you're going to use pain point marketing, just remember that client expects that problem solved in a very short period of time. Whereas based on my experience, if we're using desire marketing, they buy into that knowing that they're not going to be able to achieve that outcome overnight, and they're prepared to commit to the long-term growth and sustainability of that. So that is something to keep in mind with desire marketing. But back to pain point marketing, generally you'll find conversions are higher with pain point marketing because you're triggering them, and that is a good thing. But like I said, they also have higher expectations on solving that problem quicker. So you enjoy your own your own thoughts around that. Now, you want to use pain point marketing when you're converting people who are actually searching for solutions. You want to use it to tap into the urgency and fear of missing out, and to position your offer as the only answer to their problem. So, final takeaways on this strategy: which one to use? Desire marketing when selling lifestyle transformation and premium services that, like I said, will actually be implemented over time. Pain point marketing when selling problem solving or results driven services which can be delivered quite quickly. My recommendation: always try both strategies and start off with 70% desire and 30% pain point messaging. And I'm saying that because if you're inside this masterclass, you've obviously watched my content, you're drawn to me, and you're drawn to the way I market. I use marketing that is desire marketing. So I feel like that is a great place for you to start because it obviously resonates with you. And like I said, when I taught this inside a Growth Accelerator, majority of people that I asked inside that, my clients and students, were desire marketing all the way. So I feel like because you're inside of here and you're connecting with me, desire marketing is going to be your space. But as always, test both. And the best practice would be to start with desire marketing to attract your ideal client, and then you can trigger them a little bit by using pain point marketing to push them to take action, to buy your services or book an appointment. So I hope that makes sense to you. Combination of desire marketing and pain point marketing. Again, you're going to get lots of examples in the workbook that you will be able to use and implement and use the framework. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. And I can't wait to see some of your desire marketing and pain point and the shift that you'll see when you actually start to implement this strategy. Okay, next strategy. We're on to our third one. There's 3 plus the bonus. So let's dive into Instagram caption frameworks that sell. This is a big one. And it, again, took me a very long time to master this. And I have put this as simply as I can into a formula for you that you can take away and use. And it's actually going to come with ChatGPT prompts that I've built so that you can do these things and key your ChatGPT to have this prompt built into it. And that way, when you have the app on your phone, you can just put, here's the topic, write caption 1 on it. Or here's the topic, write caption 2 on it. And this is how I pump out so much content. I create these frameworks. I program them into ChatGPT, and then I can create reels and put the captions out within 5 to 6 minutes. The whole thing done and dusted. So I want to show you my secrets here. So why do captions matter? Well, the first thing is getting their attention, which is usually coming from your reel or your post, but the captions are where the conversions happen. It's where the real conversations happen. It's where the magic happens. It's where the sales happen. So while your image stops scrolling, your caption is going to be where they land. It's going to build trust. It's going to educate and provide more value. It is going to establish your authority and turns those followers into leads and converts those leads into sales. So there are 3 main types of converting captions I use to sell. And I'm going to break them down one by one. But the first one is trust building captions. So it's breaking down any misconceptions, sharing honest insights, and building authentic connections. The second is educational captions. So they provide actionable value, share step-by-step processes, and create save-worthy content. And the third and final one I use is authority building captions. So I share client results. I demonstrate my expertise and how I have made a difference to people, and it builds my credibility. So let's start with caption 1, which is trust. So this is the methodology I use to build this caption. And I'm going to give you an exact screenshot of it in a sec. But the first thing I do is put a hook to grab their attention. The next thing I do is bust a myth. So what they think works and why it actually doesn't. Then I drop in a truth bomb, so what really gets the results. I then use an analogy, so a simple comparison to make it click in their mind. And then I use 5 direction. I give them a call to action of what to do next. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so the hook, stop waiting for permission to charge what you're worth. Now the myth, you're thinking of lowering your prices will bring in more clients, but let's be real, that's a fast track to burnout and not business growth. The truth bomb, what really gets results? So here it is. Here's the truth. Clients that respect your expertise don't hire you because you're the cheapest option. They hire you because you're the best fit for what they need. Then we have the analogy. Think about this. You wouldn't expect Chanel to slap a discounted sticker on their handbag just to make a quick sale because you know their value. And guess what? So should you. And then the direction. I need to tell them what to do next. Believe it or not, you actually need to prompt people to do and take action. So it's time to stop undercharging, start owning your wealth. Comment wealth in the comments if you're done playing small and ready to step into the next level of success. So you can see there, I have a very set formula. Line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. And that way I can create the ChatGPT prompt based on these to actually input. And then I'll just say, write me a caption on undervaluing your worth. Use caption 1 formula to create it. And this is what it spat out. It actually spat out exactly this. Admittedly, I've played with ChatGPT a lot. I know how to program. It already had my brand voice, my brand tone, which is a whole nother masterclass on how to actually train ChatGPT that will be coming out. But this is exactly how to create great captions within minutes using ChatGPT with my formula that I've personally created for you. Okay, let's go into caption number 2, the education caption. So similar, you're going to have a hook and save to action, call to action, which is a save. Then you're going to give them the first action they need to take. Then we're going to break it down into bullet points, explain with some more detailed examples so they really understand what you're trying to communicate. Then you're going to say a final step, the last key action to complete the process. Then we're going to do a value example. We're going to invite them in. So that is to reach out to you or connect with your community, and then a call to action. Always add a call to action. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's the hook and save. Feeling stuck in your business? Read this and save it for later. Again, you need to be so transparent and tell people exactly what you want them to do. The first action they need to take. You're working hard, showing up and doing all these things, but you're still not seeing the momentum you want. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing. Staying stuck is a choice. Now I'm going to break it down into bullet point examples. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And I've used dot points to emphasize what I'm talking about. You need to audit your business, you need revenue generating activities, visibility and brand positioning, and strategic scaling. And then you're going to put the value example. So here's a real life example. My client was stuck at 5K months for 2 years. We restructured her offers, streamlined her marketing, and with 90 days, she hit 15K months. Same business, but a new strategy. And then I'm going to invite them in to chat to me and to connect with me. So your turn, be honest, what's keeping you stuck right now? Drop it in the comments or DM me, Grow, and let's get you moving forward. Oof, that was a good caption, wasn't it? So you can see when you're actually reading that, you're like, wow, yes, I need this. And yes, that makes so much sense to me. And that's what an education caption is. It is, this is what I've done for someone else. These are the exact steps I've taken. This is the transformation I've provided. This is how they felt. And if that's you and you are there, this is how I can help you. Gold, isn't it? Gold. And you can see how someone would read that and go, oh my God, I need to DM Nikki. Yes, this is like she's in my head. Here you go. Now, are you thinking right now this is only for like business consultants and coaches and things? I can guarantee you it is not. I am just using myself as an example here because it's easy and I'd already keyed ChatGPT into my tone, but you can use this for any industry, whether you're a hairdresser or interior design. I'm going to get some of my GA members to use these caption frameworks and share it into our group, and then I can share it publicly as well. And, they're all walks of life and all service kind of based businesses. But this framework can be used for any service-based business. I have built it so that any service-based business and really any retail business can use this framework. And it absolutely uses a little bit of psychology as well to convert those people following you into paying customers, or at a minimum, reaching out and having open and starting conversations with you. Okay, the next one is authority building captions, which is our final methodology here. So the hook grabs attention. We're going to explain a client's struggle that was working with you, what wasn't working for them before they worked with you, the before and after, so the transformation they experience, the game changer, one tool or strategy that's made the biggest impact, a big win, the key result they've achieved, proof and value, so highlight multiple wins or success stories, call to action to tell them exactly what to do next, and then invite them in, encourage engagement, ask questions, and build community. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's my hook. She thought she had to choose between being a great mom and a successful business owner until this changed everything. When my client first came to me, she was exhausted trying to juggle kids, clients, and a never-ending to-do list, and she felt like she was working all the time but still wasn't making the money she deserved. Okay, the before and after, the transformation, the shift. We streamlined her business so she could work less while earning more, which is my call line. We structured her office so she wasn't stuck trading time for money. We set up automated systems to keep her business running without being glued to a laptop. We simplified that marketing strategy so she wasn't wasting hours on content that wasn't converting. She probably also did this masterclass. The result, in just 90 days, she went from consistently hustling for clients to hitting 15K months, all while spending more time with their kids, not less. Now she has a business that supports her dream life instead of draining her. No more guilt, no more overwhelmed, just growth, freedom, and a balance that she thought was never possible. If you are done choosing between motherhood and success, comment freedom. And if you're ready to build a business that works for you, not against you. It's good, isn't it? You can see again how that would convert someone to reaching out. Like, it's just a simple formula, but it's actually really easy for you to follow. It's easy for you to implement, and it will absolutely resonate with your audience, especially if you're using design marketing. So I hope those caption frameworks are really helpful for you. Again, it's inside the workshop. You'll be able to key them into ChatGPT, have a play with them. Now, if you have been using other kinds of captions and you try this for a week and think it's not converting, hang in there. When we try new strategies with any marketing strategy, at a minimum, we say we want 60 days to see it really starting to work. If you're like me, insanely impatient, I give it 30. And then I look at my statistics and go, oh, I got so many more new leads this month, or the pain point marketing did better, or the growth or the conversion content was doing better. It's a really interesting thing. You will not know these strategies are working until you look at your insights and strategies. And it's really important to do that, but be very mindful that you will not be able to tell after 2 posts. You will not be able to tell after 7 posts. At a minimum, you want 30 posts, 30 reels, or Ideally, you want 2 months worth of content using this methodology. All right, let's dive into the final part in this masterclass, which is the high converting bio creation. I'm really excited to teach this to you today because I think this is where so many people lose out on so many new followers. And if you have great growth content, but you're actually not gaining new followers, this is usually a huge part of the problem. Okay, so a well crafted bio can make the difference between gaining a follower and losing a potential connection. The guide will walk you through 5 proven frameworks for creating bios that convert with complete examples and implementation tips. Okay, we're diving straight into the framework. So the first one is the problem solving solution proof formula. So the structure goes something like this, and this is line by line in your Instagram bio. So identify the audience's pain point, present your solution, provide social proof, and then add a call to action. So here's an example. Helping burnt out entrepreneurs sleep better. Creator of the 5.5 sleep method used by 10K business owners, because there's our proof, and featured in Forbes and Entrepreneur. Get your free sleep assessment. So there's a call to action. There's the freebie. Whew, done. Now, this particular bio keeps the pain point really specific and relatable. It uses numbers, which we know from a marketing standpoint and a psychology standpoint. When we see numbers in any kind of copy, it triggers people and it makes them take action. So if you haven't got numbers in your bio somewhere, I'd encourage you to put them in there. And you'll also know that's why I use so many numbers in my real content. And then there is an ensure clear solution and action to take. So get your free sleep assessment. Okay, so that is framework 1. This is framework 2, the value stack method. So number 1, primary value proposition. Number 2, supporting credentials. Number 3, personal element. Number 4, action step. So here's our example. Teaching 6-figure freelancers to scale to 7 figures. Business scaling's coach, TEDx speaker, digital nomad working from 25 countries, and then join my free masterclass link in bio. Now, the personal element, the digital nomad working from 25 countries, is obviously desire marketing. It's going to attract freelancers. And let's be honest, most freelancers get into business because they want the freedom and flexibility to go, oh, that person's working from globally all around the world. Imagine that. I desire that. I'm drawn to that person. It also makes you more relatable. So the tips here are lead with your strongest value position. And obviously that one was teaching 6-figure freelancers to scale to 7 figures. So that's that person's area of genius. You're using emojis strategically to break up the text. And I mean, we've got a world there. Digital nomad, there we go. Anyone that has travel is going to be drawn to that. And mixing it up between personal and professional elements. And that's really important in this particular framework. Okay, we have framework 3, the story arc bio. So number 1, the structure is the hook statement. Number 2, the transformation story. And number 3, current status. And number 4, the invitation. Okay, let's dive into the example. From corporate dropout to 7-figure course creator, I turned my $500 savings into a thriving online business. I now help creators build sustainable income streams. DM me freedom for my top 3 money strategies. Okay, so the transformation story is probably the most important part here, and that is the story element of this particular framework. So turn my $500 savings into a thriving online business. Or for me, I could be like ex-hairdresser, now luxury PR and brand publicist, or former mining fly-in and fly-out worker to Australia's #1 interior designer. Or what else we got? Let me think. I'm thinking of clients I've worked with and clients I'm currently working with. Former corporate analysis turned medium. So it kind of comes from the transformation of where you were to where you are today. And that makes you relatable, and it also shows that you've achieved that. And storytelling is mind-blowingly huge at the moment, obviously, as you know. And I think, putting it in your bio is a wonderful idea. Now, if you're thinking, oh my God, all these are amazing, which one should I go for? Try them all. Do a week for each and see which one converts. So, for example, for me, I have Growth Accelerator 12-month program in my bio. Now, I tried that for a few weeks and got so many new people joining my program. I took that out and put sign up to my freebie. And of course, my Growth Accelerator enrollment stopped. I put it back, and within 2 days, 2 people signed up to my program, which is just mind-blowing, but they know that it's a 12-month program. They want to invest in themselves and invest in the program. When it wasn't in my bio, people weren't learning about it. So test your bio. The moral of that story is I was making I make thousands more a week when that is actually in my bio, as opposed to when I take it out and they've got to hunt through things and try and find out how to work with me. So give each one of these a go. But there is 5, so let's keep going. Number 4, framework, the expertise pyramid. And I do tend to like this one. So your title role, your specific expertise, your notable achievements, target outcome, and next step. This works really well for professionals. So this could be an example here: AI strategy consultant and tech founder, specializing in ML implementation for e-commerce, built 3 exits, advised 50 startups, helping businesses 3 times their revenue with AI integration, and book a strategy call. And I love that next step there: book a strategy call, or reach out to me via DM, or get your free quote if you were perhaps an interior designer, or book a free discovery call. Whatever you want them to do next is really important to be in your bio. Now, tips here: be specific about your area expertise. What is your area genius? How do you transform people or help them? Qualifying achievements. So if you've won awards here, it's a great place. If you've been featured in Forbes, or you've won an interior design award or a photography award, whatever your area of business is, if you've got awards, don't be afraid to put them in here. One of my agency clients, they're a professional housekeeping company, and they've done 28,000 jobs. So we put that in their bio because it builds so much trust, and it shows 28,000 cleans is no small feat. And that absolutely draws people into their Instagram, into their marketing, and converts them into getting them to clean their house. And we want a really clear connection between their expertise and outcome in this particular framework. Okay, here we go. Framework 5, final framework, the connection first framework. This is really fun and really personal. So if you've got a bit of a personality, maybe this one is for you. So we want number 1, relatable statement. Number 2, professional identity. Number 3, personal passion. Number 4, engagement prompt. So here we go. Example: because life's too short for boring coffee, marketing psychology helps brands tell better stories, an adventure photographer on weekends, and share your favorite coffee spot. So you're saying, here is a really fun way to engage with me. Tell me your favorite coffee spot. You're saying, I have a personality, I'm friendly, down to earth, and yes, I do great service, or I can help you achieve this, but the best thing is just forming a connection here. So you want to open with something that creates that emotional connection between that person that's viewing your profile for the very first time and getting them to follow you. It's got a nice blend here of professional and personal elements, and it's a really easy way for them to reach out and start engaging with you. I mean, we all like a little bit of personality. So I feel like this is a great one if you're doing something like if you're a speaker, or even if you're a business consultant or something, or a podcast host. If your business relies a lot on your outgoing personality, this might be a really good framework for you. Now, with all these frameworks, it's really important to put call to actions. So you want to make it clear and specific, use action words, keep it very low commitment. So free things. But in saying that, I have, as I usually do, when everyone goes left, I go right. I put 12-month Growth Accelerator program. That is a high ticket program. That is the last line in my bio, and it converts. People join my program after reading that and going to the link, which directly goes straight into my Growth Accelerator sales page. At the time of recording this, who knows, I might change it in a week or two and experiment again. But at the time I'm recording this, it says 12-month Growth Accelerator program. Join here, start here, and it goes straight into the sales page. And people are just going from that into the sales page. And admittedly, the sales page I've worked on for a long time and learned how to convert on sales pages. And then they're joining the program. So, that is not a low commitment. That's a big commitment, over $1,000 commitment. So I think you need to test. And that brings me to the next point: testing and optimization. A/B test, different versions. Like I said, I put that particular bio down for a few weeks, made 0 sales. I put it back up, and within a day, someone joined the program, and then 2 days later, another person joined the program. So track click-through rates on links, monitor engagement patterns, update quarterly or when results start to decline. So if you notice you're getting less leads and less followers, and how you can check this, if you go into your insights and then go right down to the bottom, you will see profile views. And if you're getting, 10,000 profile views a month, or even 5,000, or maybe it's 100,000, and you're only converting less than 1%, there's a bio problem. Okay. So we need to know that how many people each month are viewing your profile, and then how many people are actually going to follow you, or how many people are following you. So it's got a direct correlation there. And remember, in all summary of this, your bio is often the first impression someone sees of your brand. They see you comment on something, or they see you and explore, they go onto your Instagram, they look up at your bio to get a clear understanding of who you are and who you help. And if that is off or it's not converting, that is why they don't follow you. So optimize and test this bio. I can't stress this enough for you. You need to make it count and make them follow you by being authentic, clear, and focusing on how you can help them.